Hi guys! Welcome to our Blip Review channel. I'm Teacher Jazz, your review teacher for today. So in this video, I will be sharing 10 questions from the course The Survey of Philippine Literature in English. So these questions are designed to help you in your general education review for the board exam. So here's how it will go. So for each question, you will have 5 seconds to guess the answer. After that, I will explain the correct choice and give a quick rationalization so you will understand the concept better. So I hope you are excited and ready to learn with me. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, for the first question, number 1, composed in works in poetry and prose written by Filipinos in the English language. Okay, for the choices, A. American literature, B. Philippine literature, C. European literature, and D. World literature. So I will give you 5 seconds to guess the correct answer. Alright, so let's see. So the correct answer is letter B. Philippine literature. Alright, so for our rationalization, so the correct answer is letter B. Philippine literature. So Philippine literature is the body of literary works from the Philippines. So literature in the area was dramatically influenced by trades and colonizers who controlled the area for hundreds of years and forced cultural changes, including changes in language. Okay, so let's take a look at why the other literature is incorrect. So American literature, so this refers to literary works created by American authors. So not Filipino. So letter A is incorrect because we are referring to the Philippine literature or literary works created by the Filipino authors. So next is we have European literature. So this covers literature written in European countries in many different languages like English, French, German, and Spanish. So it doesn't refer to Filipino authors. So that's why European literature is incorrect. So, as well as the word literature. So this is a broad category that includes literature from all over the world. So not only Filipino authors. Okay, so for the question number 2. The Philippine Commonwealth Government was established on letter A, July 4, 1946, letter B, November 15, 1935, and letter C, September 15, 1945, and letter D, August 12, 1941. So I will give you 5 seconds to guess the correct answer. Alright, so the correct answer is letter B, November 15, 1935. So for our rationalization, so the Philippine Commonwealth Government under the presidency of Manuel L. Quezon was inaugurated on November 15, 1935. So let's clarify the other dates. So July 4, 1946, so this is the date when the Philippines finally gained full independence from the United States of America, so marking the end of Commonwealth period. And letter C and D, by this time, the Commonwealth government was briefly disrupted during the Japanese occupation from 1942 to 1945. So that's why the correct answer is letter B, November 15, 1935. Let's proceed to the number 3. So the first novel in English was written by Zuelo M. Galang. So our key point here is the first novel. So the choices are His Native Soil, letter B, How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife, letter C, A Child's Sorrow, and letter D, The Filipino Rebellion. So I will give you 5 seconds to guess the correct answer. Alright, so the correct answer is letter C, A Child's Sorrow. Okay. Alright, so for our rationalization, A Child's Sorrow is the very first Filipino novel written in English. It was published in 1921 by Zuelo M. Galang, a Filipino novelist. Okay, so let's clarify or clear up the other choices. So Juan Celaya, he wrote His Native Soil, a notable novel during the American period. But it was not the first, since we are looking, or the key point to the question is first novel. Okay, so that's why the Juan Celaya, His Native Soil is incorrect. So next, we have Manuel Argalia. So famous for his short story, How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife. So he was a short story writer, not just the Filipino novelist. So, and Maximo Calao, author of the Filipino Revel, not a first novelist. So next, number 4, these are short poems intended to be sung. The common theme is love, despair, grief, doubt, joy, hope, and sorrow. So the choices are sonnet, letter B, verse, letter C, folk song, and letter D, psalms. Okay, so I will give you 5 seconds to guess the correct answer. Okay, so the correct answer is letter C, folk song. Okay, so for our rationalization, so folk song or awiting bayan are traditional short poems set to music, intended to be sung. So let's clarify the other choices. So sonnet, this is a lyric poem of 14 lines dealing with an emotion, a feeling, or an idea. So this is not intended to be sung because of the strict rhyme. So letter B, we have farce, is also incorrect because this is an exaggerated comedy, not a poem. And psalms is a song focusing on praising God or the Virgin Mary and containing a philosophy of life. This is also not classified as a folk song because it's more on religious. Okay, so number 5, known as Dobleon and comma poet. So our key points here is Dobleon and comma poet. So the choices are letter A, Jose Garcia Villa, letter B, Francisco Lopez, letter C, Francisco Arceliana, and letter D, Paz Marquez Benitez. Okay, so I will give you 5 seconds to guess the correct answer. Okay, so the correct answer is letter A, Jose Garcia Villa. Okay, so for our rationalization, Jose Garcia Villa became a Philippine national artist for literature in 1973 and is considered as one of the best poets of his generation, and he used the pen name Dobleon, derived from dove, eagle, and lion. He also known as the comma poet. Okay, so now let's take a look at the other choices. So Francisco Lopez, he was known for writing essays on literature and Filipino society, but he wasn't a poet and was not associated with the titles Dobleon. And also Francisco Arceliana, a national artist and one of the pioneers of modern short story in the Philippines. He was not known for poetry and also not associated with Dobleon. And also we have Paz Marquez Benitez. She wrote Dead Stars, the first Filipino modern English short story, but not a poet and not linked to Dobleon. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, now let's proceed to number 6. Okay, so who is the national artist in literature who wrote the short story The Summer Solstice? Okay, so we're looking for the author or the artist who wrote the short story entitled Summer Solstice. Okay, so the choices are letter A, Nick Joaquin, letter B, NBM Gonzalez, letter C, Epsionel Jose, and letter D, Jose Lopez. Okay, so I will give you 5 seconds to guess the correct answer. Okay, so the correct answer is letter A, Nick Joaquin. Okay, so the Summer Solstice also known as Tatarin or Tatarin, is a notable literary work by Nick Joaquin, published in 1972. Okay, so why are the other choices incorrect? Okay, so N.B.M. Gonzalez, F. Chanel Jose, and Jose Lopez are also national artists for literature, but not the author of the short story, The Summer Solstice. Alright, so number 7. What is the first Filipino alphabet? Okay, so the choices are letter A, Alibaba, letter B, Alibata, and letter C, Abacada, letter D, both B and C. Okay, so I will give you 5 seconds to guess the correct answer. Okay, so the key point here is the first Filipino alphabet. Alright, so the correct answer is letter B, Alibata. Okay, so for our rationalization, Alibata, more accurately known as Baybayin, is the ancient pre-colonial script used by early Filipinos before Spanish colonization. Okay, so let's examine the other choices. Since we are, because the key point here is the first Filipino alphabet. Okay, so Alibaba is not a Filipino alphabet. So Abacada, this is the alphabet developed by Luke K. Santos during the American period, but it was not the first Filipino alphabet. Okay, now let's proceed to question number 8. It is a war song which evolved into a love song. Okay, so our key point here is a war song transformed into a love song. Okay, so the choices are letter A, Uyayi, letter B, Hele, letter C, Talindao, and letter D, Kumintang. Okay, so I will give you 5 seconds to guess the correct answer. Alright, so the correct answer is letter D, Kumintang. Okay, so for our rationalization, Kumintang is a type of war song that originated in the Philippines, later developing into an ancient native dance and melody. Okay, so let's clear the other choices. Okay, so Oyayi is a lullaby song to put babies to sleep. It is soothing and gentle, not related to war or love transformations. Okay, Hele is another term for lullaby. Like Oyayi, it is meant to soothe infants and is not associated with war or love. Okay, so Talindao is a boating or rowing song typically sung by fishermen or boatmen. So it is about life sea, not war or love. Okay, so question number 9. The only Asian to win Pulitzer Prize for journalism for a series of articles predicting the outbreak of World War II. Okay, so the choices are letter A, Carlos P. Romulo, letter B, Paz Marquez Benitez, letter C, Claro M. Recto, and letter D, Juan C. Laya. Okay, so I will give you 5 seconds to guess the correct answer. Okay, so the correct answer is letter A, Carlos P. Romulo. Okay, so for our rationalization, okay, Carlos P. Romulo, a multifaceted career spanned 50 years of public service as an educator, soldier, university president, journalist, and diplomat. He was the only Asian to win America's coveted Pulitzer Prize in journalism for a series of articles predicting the outbreak of World War II. Now, let's take a look why the other choices are incorrect. Okay, so Paz Marquez Benitez, she was a talented short story writer and best known for Dead Stars, but she wasn't a journalist and never won a Pulitzer Prize. Okay, so next we have Claro M. Recto. So Claro M. Recto, a respected Filipino nationalist and politician, he led the Filipino First Movement, but again, no journalism background or Pulitzer Prize. Same with Juan C. Laya. Okay, so Juan C. Laya, a great Filipino novelist, author of his native soil. However, he was not involved in journalism and the Pulitzer Prize Awards. So for the last question, What do you call an attitude or approach that the author takes toward the work's central theme or subject, which shows as to what it is intended? Okay, so the choices, letter A, tone, letter B, structure, letter C, narrative voice, and letter D, setting. Okay, so I will give you 5 seconds to guess the correct answer. Correct answer is letter A, tone. Okay, so for our rationalization, tone refers to the author's attitude, how they feel about their subject and their readers. So now, let's take a look why the other choices are not correct. Okay, so structure refers to how a text is organized, like chapters, scenes, or flat order. So while important, it doesn't reveal the author's attitude. Okay, so next we have narrative voice. So narrative voice is about who is telling the story. So who is telling the story, like first person, third person, etc. It affects the perspective, but not necessarily the tone. Okay, so last we have setting. So setting is the time and place where the story occurs. It supports the mood, but it's not the same as the author's attitude. So that's why the correct answer is letter A. And that's all for 10 questions for the survey of Philippine literature in English. I hope you get all the correct answers right. Okay, so that's a wrap up for today. So I hope this video helped you a lot. And if you still have a question, just comment down below. Okay, so again, I'm Teacher Jazz, your Blip Review teacher for today. Thank you for watching and listening. So again, good luck to your learning and review journey.